Ekanda. Oh, Rayon, calm down. Calm down. He's like, what now? Fikir na kar, man. Don't worry. There's nothing too serious. Just need to show what is going on. The nastiness of yeah. Yeah, cousins around. No, they're not there. They're not there. I can actually speak a little bit today. No one's here. Like, there's no cousins or nothing. So, analyze Dunya. You've got to put up the audio. Go to my channel. I'll put the link in there. Go there and use the audio freely about what was said on Pakistani Specs channel by Khan. I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do today is yesterday I wanted it, or the day before. I wanted to go over the Kirpan or the Sikh ceremonial dagger, but I didn't have enough information about what happened in Seven Kings. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything until I knew for definite that it was totally unrelated. And now that I know for definite, because I've researched, I've checked, and I've asked people as well, that because I live locally, and it's 100% nothing to do with the Sikh Kirpan, what we classify as one of the 5Ks. And I'll go through bits and pieces. Also, obviously, I need to show some of the depravity of TYO, who people think is a nice person. And the reason why I target someone like TYO is because TYO is one of those type of people that pretends to be a friend of the Sikhs, but is really one of the worst enemies of the Sikhs I've ever met, because he's trying to get in and then trying to manipulate the Sikhs from within. And they're more dangerous. Yeah, they're more dangerous. No, teasing. I've got to. Don't worry. I have to, because today he took things to another level in terms of disrespect towards my mother. Yeah. The thing he's posted in the back chat is, in my opinion, probably one of the worst disrespects towards my mother. Yeah. It's not a minor thing that I'm going to ignore. You know, you can't be posting this shit up and expect me to just sit back and go, okay, don't worry. When you start bringing in my mother and put the stuff and teasing, please, bruh, please, मेरे गल सुन ला ये for 2 minutes, please, I beg you, stop using that word, the S word. Stop it. I'm gonna have to start timing you out. If you keep on using it, I'm gonna have to time you out, man. You've got to stop using it. It's a word that, you know, like, obviously I'm not going to say that, you know, I've never used it, but I don't use it now. Yeah, I don't think it's a good thing. And stop writing it there. It gets me into a lot of trouble, and I don't want to be having to keep justifying using a word that I disagree with. So you need to stop using it. Now, when it comes to, let me get a few more. Let me just post a couple of things in. Okay. Yeah, so I found out a bit more about the Seven Kings. So, RIP to my Sikh bras. Yeah. It's sad to hear, not gonna lie, that, you know, Sikh brothers have passed away in such a pointless, and it seems like a completely stupid situation where, you know, it's to do with you know, money and ego and stuff like this that has escalated to the point that, you know, 3 Sikh brothers have ended up Padilla, bloody D&T Greats. He's totally ruined the Padilla, yeah. Every time, yeah, I used to enjoy saying that word until he started saying it. And now it freaking annoys me. Always in the middle of the freaking, I'm just talking a serious talk. Padilla. He doesn't even say Padilla. He says Paday. And that annoys me, man. Like, we're gonna have to sort him out, man. I don't know how to do it though, because he's walking around freaking culturally appropriating my word, but he doesn't even say the full word. It's like saying to someone, like, what's another swear word in an English word? It's like saying son of a bitch, and you just go son of a, son of a, son of a. Like, you have to add the end bit on it. It's Padida. You've got to add this. You've got to add it, man. We have to somehow try and figure out how to control him, because he's going to start using more of our words and then start ruining them for me. Yeah. Live PPV. All right, so I'm going to try my best here to educate people about the Kirpan. And before anyone says what is going on in the background, this is my other drawing that I've restarted on a bigger page, because that bloody drawing over there is freaking killed me. Like, you know, so I've decided to put it on the back burner for a bit and restart this drawing, which was actually this drawing here, and it's actually smaller. This one's small, so I decided to do double the size because water spilled onto the side, and I was never really happy with certain things because it started shining, and I wasn't happy with the shine. You can see, look, yeah, and I was never happy with that, so I've decided to do it bigger. And obviously, it's about it's called 1984 is here, and it's about YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google acting like fascists, you know, putting their boot, yeah, where it doesn't belong, and creating hate speech, kind of like fascist dystopia. So what I'm doing with this one is I'm doing it double the size now, so it's actually double the size, and you can see, look, it's not that hard to draw. Actually, boots are quite easy to draw, but I'm gonna make it more brutal. I'm gonna have like guns in it this time, like guns and stuff, and yeah, I'll do a bit more. So go with the Pakistani specs and tell him I'm live streaming. So what do I do first? Actually, let me just see what I should do first. All right, so when it comes to TYO, yeah, I'll wait for him to pop in, because he will pop in at some point, because I want to show people how nasty this person is, TYO. And before I do that, now, in order for me to, like, the thing about me, I'm going to say something. When you start to attack me, it doesn't have the effect that you might think. I do something what's called, I double down, and I will just do what's called like have you ever seen these movies where two cars are going like this? Yeah, I'm that type of person. Like, if you say to me, yeah, you start attacking me, I would rather crash and burn, yeah, than to give up. So if you want to start going, because what he's done, yeah, is now he's posted some stuff about my mother, yeah, that is beyond disrespectful in the back chats, and is totally slanderous and totally unacceptable in all areas. Now my response was this, yeah. First of all, I'm gonna show the response, and then I'll explain why I did it, yeah, because you're gonna look at it and go, dude, that was pretty brutal, yeah. So this is the response to TYO just a little while ago. There he is. Now you're going to ask, why did I go so vicious on him? Because I'm going to explain how I managed, why I put the Pakistani flag in there, because I don't like normally putting Pakistani flag, because it is actually a religious flag in terms of the moon and crescent. And so I'll explain why I had no choice to do this. Yeah, you can read why I put my explanations here. And as you can see, yeah, look at him. God, what a freaking sight. Oh, Al-Bayhat. Al-Bayhat, are you a Sunni or a Shia? Is Al-Bayhat a Sunni or a Shia? Because he's a very reasonable guy, that guy, most of the time. Seems like a decent dude. So big up to yourself, man. Yeah, so let me just read a couple of comments before I go into, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of teaching as well today. Yeah, so about the Kirpan and why you can't conflate what happened in Seven Kings to the Kirpan, because there's some people trying to conflate the two issues. T Singh, big up. Ask Getty's a goddamn. I can't stand that guy. Sometimes I thought he was okay. Analyze Dunya. T Singh, Horseback Rebels. Arnold Lane, Raj, you're getting played by people because close to you, you have no chance until you take the blink. So, Raj, you're getting played by people close to you. You have no chance until you take the blinkers off, you idiot. Still can't see nothing. So, you need to be a bit more kind of like, if you want to give me advice, Lipudida, when you're saying something, don't make it so goddamn cryptic, you little gunjan. Tell me who the people are that have put the blinders up, idiot. Like, if you're giving me advice about people putting the blinders on me and you don't tell me who it is, shut your mouth. I don't need to know. God's sake. Concrete Jungle, TT Greeks. Yeah, he's freaking ruined that. Put it up for me. Dexter Rico. Yeah, it's live. Of course it's live. Admiral Blood Flyer. The round Dexter Jade. By Raspberry is allowing Sikhs to be stuck. Yeah. So Bilal Stalhani says Raspberry is letting Sikhs. So what he's doing here, he's allowing Speaker's Corner Skits to post a petition to ban the Kirpan and spamming it, and no one's calling him out. Yeah, I think they might have demodded him today, but last night the damage was done. Big up to Red Rose, man. Big up to Red Rose, man. One of my, I don't want to say too much, but let's say one of my Shia bros. Yeah, need I say no more? Poor Shias. I always feel sorry for the Shias. I'll big up the Raindrop. Yeah. What I'm going to start doing with TYO here, I want to see his connections to the Kashmiri separatist movement. Yeah, because he's yeah. James Speaker's Corner, big up. All right, let me explain. Is that the real James Speaker's Corner? He's going in hard today. I'm not going to lie. Let me say something, and this is not me slandering TYO. TYO told me a couple of months ago, and I've got the screenshots as well, that one of his friends from school, his son was one of the leaders of a grooming gang in, I think it was Oldham or Rotherham. I can't remember which one, yeah. So he's already said that one of his best mates' son was involved in one of the grooming gangs. Now, the thing is, remember, Manchester is the one of the kind of like epicenters now of the grooming epidemic. Yeah, the grooming epidemic. Now, there's a report that I want to try and go over once I can get hold of it, and we'll get James. If James Speaker's Corner can get hold of that report about the Manchester kind of like their inadequacies in actually tackling the grooming, that would be great, because obviously James Speaker's Corner is a computer, and he'll be like reading. I can imagine you, James. Like, most people just read books and forget. I can imagine you kind of scanning. Do you do that? I can imagine you doing that like a computer. Yeah. Oh, he's a Salafi. All right. Yeah, there are some really like I've met some great Salafi people at the park. I don't agree with the ideology. I think it's too orthodox. But I don't have the opinion that I had when I first went Speaker's Corner, where I said all Salafis need to be put in Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, I've changed a bit from those days, because I thought Salafi meant extreme, full-on extremism. So there are different versions of Salafism. Now, when it comes to the grooming thing and when it comes to Manchester, that report I need to go over, but it is damning about Manchester. Manchester is the epicenter of the grooming epidemic from the Pakistani community, the epicenter. And what you have to understand, TYO is from Manchester. TYO, is a business guy that owns a lot of shops around there, like these e-cigarette shops and stuff like that. TYO is of a particular age that the grooming epidemic was at its prime. Now, I'm not saying that, he was involved or anything like that. That's not for me to say. What I will say, though, is this, that it would be very, very interesting to find out over the next couple of months, because I'm going to try and start digging around whether there is more kind of like, people that are involved. Because what's going to happen over the next couple of months here, from my understanding, because of the report, they're going to start looking into old cases that were chucked on the back burner for political correctness. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a freaking shit show of new cases coming out. And I'm telling you, it's going to be really bad for the Pakistanis in Manchester in terms of the kind of like the it's going to be like a tip of the iceberg of what's going to come out. One of the stories that I've heard, which is totally disgusting, was that a 12-year-old girl was being abused by this Pakistani grooming gang, and she got pregnant when she was like 13, and the Pakistani guy made her do an abortion when she was 13. And what happened was that she could never prosecute him, and she bumped into him. Think about it, yeah? You've been raped as a kid. You're then walking through a supermarket, and the guy that raped you as a child and impregnated you and then made you do an abortion was literally standing in front of you, free as a bird. Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, within Manchester, there's going to be, in my opinion, there will be thousands of people that need to be worried about a knock on the door. Because I believe, from what I've researched, that there are thousands of men, mainly from a Pakistani background, that used these girls, but were not pimping them. So they would pay to sleep with them, And all of you guys that did this, are all just as bad as the guy that did it, who pimped them out. You're actually even worse in a way, because you was using the service and then giving the supply and demand and paying for it, meaning that they knew they could get money from it as well as abusing them. And so just watch, because there was one case that I read where the girl said that although I think 8 guys were prosecuted, she said there were hundreds of men, around the UK, northern thingy of Pakistani men who abused her, and she still doesn't know who they are, because they used to get her drunk, she was on heroin, she was on this, and they used to drive her about. So who these people are walking around here that have not been prosecuted is just the tip of the iceberg. Trust me, like if you was to arrest every person involved in this, I would personally think, and I'm sorry to say this, but I reckon like maybe 10% of the Pakistani community up north will probably have a knock on the door. Yeah. It's not. This is what I was trying to explain about to James. This is what I was trying to explain about the grooming gang. You're looking at just the people prosecuted. The problem you have there, those are the people that you can directly link to grooming. The problem here is that you don't realize that there are hundreds of men that actually used those girls, that are walking the street, and those are the people that have got away scot-free at the moment, Arnold Lane. Is Arnold Lane the one that was giving me the advice before that I started bunning fire on? I can't remember. Let me just double check. I bun fire on so many people. This is the beauty of my channel, though, because I have no fear of cursing you. Like, if I'm gonna call you pricks and goddamn degenerates and lowlifes because you're behaving like lowlifes, I'll call you it. I want you to improve yourself. Oh yeah, it is Arnold Lane. So Arnold Lane. Let me just say something. All right. Let me just explain something. Let me explain something. I do not have no blinkers on when it comes to this individual. I don't want to say too much more. I have no blinkers. I am 100% in the know. That's all I'll say. I have no blinkers on. I just don't, let's just say I don't say too much, because this individual constantly threatens me with legal action. So I've decided that I've got too many enemies already. I don't need another person on my back when it comes to that. So I choose to kind of keep aside, keep it kind of civil. So I'm not blinkered at all. Yeah, dude. If you're trying to draw me out, yeah, to say stuff, yeah, Arnold Lane, you're gonna get me. Yeah, I think he's trying to draw me out. I bet you are actually the person you're talking about, or could be with them, because you're trying to make me say stuff about this person, and I'm not gonna fall for the trick. Yeah, because I've already made it very clear what I think of this person, which is why I have issues with them. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that. So let me just quickly just go over the Kirpan situation. So when it comes to the situation in Seven Kings, now what's happened is this year, from what I understand now, there was a group of builders, yeah, and there's a group of builders, and up in Seven Kings, it's actually not that far from me, maybe like 20 minutes away from me. There's a lot of builders up there. Some of them have come from the Punjab and stuff like that, yeah. And so some of these unscrupulous building companies will use some of these guys. And sometimes I'm not saying if it's, I can't know for definite, but they might have been giving cash in hand or doing whatever, which is obviously illegal. But what would happen? The problem is, because they're doing it this way and they're not following the right path, those people can easily not paid, because you're already on shaky ground, because you're not paying tax. So what happens is that they're given the thingy that, okay, you are going to get paid, and then what happens? They don't pay them, or they pay them very minimal. And so what happened, from my understanding, within this situation was that there was around on Saturday night, yeah, Saturday night there was a wedding. Yeah, a wedding in a place called Crystals. I can't believe Crystals is still there, man. And there was a wedding, and at the wedding, obviously, which is a bit shameful for the Sikhs, there is going to be drink there. Yeah, and although Sikhs are not supposed to drink, and I haven't drank for 7 years, the Sikh community and the Punjabi community has an alcohol problem. There's no doubt about that, and that needs to be sorted out. So when they were there, they had a fight. Yeah, and it must have been real bad for it to get to the stage of 3 people are dead the next day. They had a fight, and the fight was between mainly Sikhs, but there were, I think, a Hindu in there as well, some Hindus in there as well. So it wasn't like a fight between like Muslims or white people and stuff like that between Sikhs. That it was kind of an in-house thing. Then what happened is that obviously the fight happened, and like a lot of times when something happens, yeah, it can escalate, yeah, to the next stage when people want revenge. Now, from my understanding, because of the money involved and stuff like that, it got real nasty. I don't know how much the money was involved. And the next day, the people, yeah, that went there, yeah, then probably had a fight, and within that fight, hammers were used, yeah, hammers and knives. Now, what's been happening here is like people like Mr. Singh, who's in the chat, his best mate, Speaker's Corner Skits, has now called for the banning of the Kirpan because he's relating it to this incident, saying that Sikhs are violent. Yeah, and this is where I'm going to start to kind of like talk about this situation, about what the Kirpan is and why it's so important to us, but why certain people like Mr. Singh and Real One, because of their love for Pakistanis, are going to agree with the ban, because they haven't condemned it. They haven't said he's wrong. They're still bigging him up. They're still friends with the guy, but he's got a whole page calling for the ban of the Kirpan. And I'm going to actually try and go through that, actually, if I can find the link to the thing that he put on there. He's asking for the ban of it. Now, I am going to say this to anybody. Now, to my Muslim brothers, yeah, I know I said brothers. I'm going to do something. What I do here is this. If you do what TYO done about me earlier today, I'm going to do something similar to you. So, for an example, was this. Now, one of the things he did, he brought my mother into the situation, which is absolutely disgusting because my mother, yeah, is not involved. She doesn't even agree with my politics. And if anyone knows anything about my family, like some people are posting up all the time, even my own brother and sisters don't agree with my politics, and we argue a lot about my views. So I'm not even like, supported within like my own kind of family structure. So for them to be then punished, yeah, for my views is pretty disgraceful. Like, single me out. Now, what happened was that obviously TYO. Oh yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a petition, maybe tomorrow, the next day. If Speaker's Corner Skits petition is still up, I'm going to create a petition to ban the burqa. Yeah. And obviously, I'm not. It's not a real petition in the sense that once he takes it down, I'll take my one down. Yeah. It'll be just like that. So I'm going to put one up, and you're going to have to speak to Speaker's Corner Skits to take his one down, so that we can have a bit of a truce. But in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to give him like an option. So there's a website up saying ban the burqa, ban the Kirpan, this and that. And the other day, he was spamming it all in the Pakistani Specs channel, and no one was deleting it. So I will be creating a ban the burqa website and the thingy, and when Speaker's Corner Skits, or if he takes it down, I'll delete it straight away. So I'm going to wait for him to do what he needs to do, because that particular thing has been up for a while anyway, but now he's using because he did it a while ago. It's not like he just did it, he did it a while ago, but he's now a kind of like what I called started using the attack in Seven Kings to start saying, well, Sikhs are violent, and so we need to ban the burqa. So, like I said, I will be creating it. Hopefully, if he takes it down in the next day or two before I post my one up, then I won't post it. So people need to start asking him, do you want me to put up a ban the burqa petition? And I'm going to say something. I reckon if I put the ban the burqa petition up, I'm actually worried, yeah, it might actually hit its target. Yeah, because if I put it up and I advertised it, I reckon it could probably hit the target. And I actually don't want it to hit the target, but I might put the target so high that it's unattainable, yeah, just in case, because I won't have to hit the thingy. But I will put it up, and we can see what happens with what's his name, little old what's his called thing. Now, to everybody, before I go into the Kirpan, let me explain what's happened with TYO. I did create this, yeah. And that is TYO, no doubt about it. No one looks like that. Now, you're gonna ask, why did I do this? Yeah. Now, the reason I did it is not because because I did it unprovoked and I wasn't thingy and I just was being cruel. The reason the flag's in there is for a reason. So what happened is a week ago, this degenerate TYO, out of the blue, just started posting memes of me in the back chat as the Penguin from the Batman, yeah, and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, you little Paul, you little prick. I know. Shut up. God's sakes, I can tell. I know. God, I knew some idiot's gonna freaking see that. Knew it. Yeah, so he started posting up what I call like what's going on there? I have to restart it. Yeah, so he started posting up pics of myself, and so I retaliated. Oh, that bloody Oz, man! What was you going on about today, man? Me and you need to talk privately, bro. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, yeah. Hopefully, if I got time, and I need to talk to you because I think me and you need to kind of like have a bit of a therapy session because I think he was really, really pissed off earlier today. I don't know what was going on, man, from that audio. Uh, you know, we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat, man. Hopefully you're doing good, but you sounded really, 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 really pissed off, man. It's not good. It's not good. Like some of the stuff I heard that you were saying. Um, so, like I said, what's it's called? TYO started to post stuff in the back chat about me, and so obviously, I didn't start it. I haven't even really made any things about that degenerate. But then what started happening was today, because I did a response to him, he got butthurt. Oh, Raza Rizvi's there. We got to Raza Rizvi. Raza Rizvi, the Shia. The Shia. The Shia's there. Shia. Watch out, they're all going to get triggered by the Shia. What they're going to do with the Shias there? They always go mad when the Shias come, man. Like, they start freaking going crazy. So this guy started to post stuff, and obviously, if you post something about me, I'm not gonna just sit back and go, okay, thank you very much, for trying to like take the piss. What I'll do is I'll actually post something back about you. Now, when I posted the stuff, this guy got pissed off and started posting stuff like this earlier. Now, I want to ask anybody who is says that a TYO is a friend of the Sikhs. Why did he put that? Why did he put the kanda on my bug? Ask yourself, because he didn't have to. He put it on there for a reason. Yeah. So he put the kanda onto the bug, yeah, when I didn't have a kanda on there. Yeah. Hence why I put the Pakistani flag on the thingy. Now to Raza, yeah, to Raza. I'm sorry. I apologize to the Shias that are from Pakistan. I apologize. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I don't know why, but when I think of Pakistanis, I don't think of Shias. Is that bad? Because I don't really think they're a minority or something. So when I'm kind of cussing out Pakistanis, it's because the problem is, yeah, one of the issues I have with Pakistan is their kind of what I say, their collusion or their support for the Mughal Empire. And I know the Shias were also persecuted under the Mughal Empire. So I don't really have that same beef with them because I know one of my worst enemies, Aurangzeb, was also killing. I shut up and never. Spit's good. So I'm sorry, thingy. So in response to him using the kanda, look, man, if you're going to use the kanda, then I'm going to do this. I'll big up Sophia Lewis. I'm going to do this, yeah. So he put the kanda on there for no reason. So I did that. Now, I still haven't gone that savage because let me show you what else he's been doing in the back chat. What's this? He's been slandering my mother in the background by saying, yeah, that she, look, I've had to blur my mother's face out. But look at it, look what he's putting in the back chat. Oh. Yeah. Then he's put this up. I had to blur up my mother's face, but look. Oh, Torok, me and you need to have a chat here. Let me say something about Torok here. Let me just address Torok for a minute. Torok, come here. Torok, let me talk to you. Torok, come here. Come here. Put your ear to the screen. Come here, Torok. Torok, come on. Come on to your Asian brother. Come on. I'll give you a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug, Torok. Come on. All right, so the thing about Torok, yeah, Torok is hilarious, yeah. Torok's some of the stuff he comes out with when he was rinsing out Pakistani spec was classic. I was laughing my head off. I was loving it. But then you went too far. First of all, you got to leave the mother thing out, man. Please, brother. Please, I'm asking you, man. Like, you're better than that. Come on, you're better than that. Yeah, that was just too far. Yeah. But the other thing is, he was cussing out Punjabis. I was like, no, Torok, please don't make me go to war with you. Please don't cuss out my Punjabis. He was calling us Punjabis this, Punjabis that, Punjabis this. Oh my God. And the Indians got it. I don't know what has happened, what the Indians done to Torok, man. I need to find out the story about the Indians and Torok. Yeah. Even I was shocked. But I have to say, big up to I still like Torok, man. I just think the anger come out and he was just saying what he wanted to do to hurt people, yeah. I don't think he truly, but I hope he doesn't. And big up to your cooker, though, man. Big up to your cooker. Gotta say, man. When I heard about that cooker, I was like, yeah. Big up the cookers. Cookers for the win. Yeah, cookers. Yeah, big up. the oven killed it, man. Tora, I don't know where you get these lines from, yeah, but some of the stuff you were saying was just next level freaking genius. I think Torek might be a lyrical genius because some of the stuff that he was coming out with, like, I was like, what? I thought I was bloody crazy. Like, I can come out with some crazy stuff, but Torek and like, I better not ever get into an argument with Torek because I think Torek would be quite a formidable enemy to thingy, yeah. So when it comes to this, what's it called, TYO, if people see me, yeah, I know they're full of conjurers, I know, yeah. So, and here's another one, yeah. So there's two in here at the moment, yeah, that I like, but they need to get a little bit of a telling off, like the Raj telling off, like almost like a little slap, like a mother should do, slap them. One of them is Torok, and the other one is Oz. Both of them I like. I both think I think they got good energy, but both of them are going mad. Like they're going too far. Like always stay on as much as you can the moral high ground. Try your best. And people that truly, yeah, let me explain something. The people that truly like you will tell you that, yeah, because they want the best for you. Yeah, when I hear people telling me off, yeah, I'm like, all right. So certain people that tell me off, I know they're doing it because they want to, just get the better of me. And there's other people that tell you off because they truly believe you're better than that, and they want you to kind of like don't fall into this trap. So with Oz, like I heard something today that he said, and I don't want to repeat it, and I just want to say, yeah, man, stay in the middle lane. Yeah, I have to agree with Islam greatness on this. Yeah, I don't like saying that word because it's an oxymoron. Islam greatness, but I've got to say the middle lane is always best. So even in the way you live, too liberal, disaster. Too orthodox, disaster. Middle lane, yeah, middle lane. Don't go too far either side. Now, Al Kaka's there as well. You that little nutcase, Al Kaka. You know Kaka, yeah, Al Kaka. Kaka means baby in Punjabi. So whenever I say his name here, I feel like I'm talking to a baby. Al Kaka, Al-Kaka, Al-Kaka, come here, Al-Kaka, here's your dummy. Al-Kaka, Al-Kaka, here's your dummy. Al-Kaka, 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 come over here, change your nappy, Al-Kaka. Al-Kaka, 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 change your nappy. You pooed yourself, Al-Kaka. So Kaka is baby. Yeah. Kaka is baby. So for him to have the name Al-Kaka is embarrassing, man. You better change that name, because every time anyone, whenever I've said it to people, you know, I've said your name to somebody who's Punjabi, yeah, I mean shit in Turkish. It's even worse in Turkish. I wonder Khan laughs whenever you jump on Al Kaka. I realize that, you know, when you jump on under Al Kaka, I can hear Khan sniggering, like he's like thinking, oh, Al shit. Because in Turkish it means shit. Well, you know that the word kaka, yeah, has now got in two different languages is not a good look. So in one language, in the Punjabi language, you're a baby, and in that other one, you're a piece of poo. You need to decide which one's worse, though. And shit. Oh, Sophia Lewis, can I say something? Yeah, Sophia Lewis, yeah, has now, I think, gone to a next level of emojis. The last couple of days, the emojis are so creative. I'm starting to kind of see an art to the emoji wars. Like there was this kind of like very artful kind of stuff. I would like to learn from the master now of the emoji wars, because her emoji wars the other days against Al Kaka was hilarious. There was like a chicken there, lines going over. I don't know what was going. Show people in the chat what your emoji powers are on the chat. Yeah. When you coming back, Raza? When are you? There it is. Here it is. Let me actually take a photo of that, because actually I might just take a quick photo just to show people like what's going on. When you coming back, Raza? Because we need to when Raza comes back, I need to do a chat with him about two stuff. Yeah, two things. One is going to be about, so when Raza comes back, I'm going to talk to him about two things. First of all, the turban. I want to understand why the Shias respect and love the turban, and the Sunnis disrespect. Not all of them, but the Sunnis have this kind of real trigger to quickly disrespect the turban, and why is the two communities of Muslims so different in their kind of observance of the turban? I don't really understand it, because from my understanding, the Prophet Muhammad wore a turban, and so I've only really been abused for my turban by Sunni Muslims. Yeah, so I need to understand. The second thing I want to talk to him about is to talk about what Adnan Rashid said, because during the audio I said that I showed you about Adnan Rashid saying that Guru was a killer. In the same clip, yeah, in the same what I call kind of lecture, he was also kind of disrespecting the Shias. So he was equating the Shias and the Sikhs in the sense that he was saying both of our stories of persecution and martyrdom were pretty much lies. Like they were just exaggerated lies. There wasn't really anything there. And so, yeah, when he comes down, I want to try and show that, because it's kind of interesting that a lot of people say this, the Shias, you know, they keep saying, oh, Sikhs are like Shias or Shias are like Sikhs. And I want to kind of explore the martyrdom of the Shias and why there is a certain, I would say there's a certain kind of, yeah, so do me a favor, Raza, can you please listen to the lecture of Adnan Rashid? I'll send it to you. And when you next time come to Speaker's Corner, I want to talk about what he said about Ali and all of it, because I don't really know too much. I know he was saying that most of it was kind of like fabricated, and he's saying the same thing about Guru Tegh Bahadur. So it's interesting to find out. Now, for any newcomers that have come, I just want to welcome you guys to. Oh my God, Full Shepherd's back. Oh my God, Full Shepherd. I need everyone say hello. Everyone big up Full Shepherd. He's back. My propaganda minister was gone. I need the Fogger Faz track. Yeah, Fogger Faz. the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogger Faz, he steals cows from Bangladesh. Fogger Faz, he eats and spits pond, eats and spits pond. Fogger Faz, the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, Arasid, can I have some more? So I need that. I'll send you the best version. I want a couple of versions. One of them, I've already sang it on the other one, yeah? I've sang on the other one. And I want one version, which is going to be, I still got a cold, man. One version is going to be like a rave track. I want one with like Bengali music. So I want it like with the ding ding because the Bengali music's a bit more ding ding dong dong ding 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 dong dong dang dang. Sounds a bit Chinese. So I need that with that, and then also whichever one do I need? I might actually do with a Terminator track as well. Then, so I basically got I got the audio. I just want you to put it across a couple of tracks for me. I might actually play you the Fogger Faz just so that you can understand what I mean. Let me play it to you so you understand. Oh, the Charail is here. Charail is here, everybody. Charail. Let me tell you what a Charail is, yeah? Yeah, let me tell you what a Charail is. Arafidi, the Shias are here. The Shias are back. The Shias are back. The Shias are coming in force, man. How do you feel? The Shias are back. Yeah. Yeah, we have our differences, but at least we can respectfully talk without freaking turning to freaking violence and all that kind of shit like some other people who freaking start crying. Right, so well, I need to go into the Kirpan thing actually. Okay, so now let me explain what a Charail is, yeah? Because a lot of people don't know what a Charail is. And this is a Charail. Let me get the thing. Save image. So Halima, I call her the Charail of Pakistan or something. Yeah, she's a Charail of the highest order. Yeah, and people will be wondering, what is a Charail? Do you know what? I can't seem to get this bloody thing. Yeah, find the thing. I've had a freaking flu for such a long time, man. How do I okay, let me try and find. I'll forget it. I'll have to do it some. I'll have to. Oh, all right, this is the best way to do it. Okay. So when I call her Charail, yeah, this is what a Charail is. This is a Charail.
I'm Halima. I'm Halima. I'm Halima. I'm the number one Charail. I'm the number one Charail. I'm the number one Charail. I will get you that. I will get you that. I'm a Charail. I'm gonna do Jaddu Tone on you. I'm gonna do Jaddu Tone on you, Dad. Dad. Dad, I'm gonna get you. Dad, I'm gonna get you. I promise you. What you said about Pakistan. What you said about my beloved Pakistan. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Zindabad. Dad, I will get you. I promise you that. I promise you. I promise you. I'm a Chanel. I'm Queen Chanel. I'm Halima the Queen Chanel. I'm Halima the Queen Chanel.
So that is, you know, I was actually saying that is Halima, the Queen Charail of Pakistan. Never met a Charail like that. Didn't know it was possible. I only heard folk stories about Charails here from Pakistan and India. And now I know they're real because we have a real Charail in the chat, bloody well, frothing at the mouth, around a cauldron, going, I'm going to get you, Raj. Raj, just watch what I'm going to do to you.
Watch what I'm going to do to you. Watch.
You know what? Let's have it. Yeah. Yeah. Is that cleaner? Actually, it was look at that. Does that? Lima. Imagine that. Imagine that chasing you at night. I'm having nightmares, yeah. Like one day, yeah, I'm gonna be walking around, yeah, in my local area, and as I turn around the corner, Halima's are going, "Dad! I knew I'd get you. You cannot escape me. I want that jizya. I will get it off you, Dad. I will get that jizya. I will get it. My name is Halima, Pakistan. I will get it. I will get it. I am Halima the Train. Actually, I better stop doing that. I'm enjoying that too much, to be honest with you. Yeah, I enjoyed things like that too much. That's why I don't have any more toys or anything, because I end up turning into a big kid. So I like doing stuff like that. So, all right, let me go into the serious topic. Oh, Rashma's here. Just as Rashma turned up, she's crying. Poor Rashma. You know, Rashma cracks me up, though, man. Some of her comments, man, I don't know if she's laughing or whatever, man. All right, so let's go to the Kirpan, yeah? So with the Kirpan, yes, toys, Halima, like Jaddu Tuna. You know when you know the toys, not the toys that you use. You know when I'm talking about toys, I'm not talking about voodoo dolls like you use to do your goddamn Chilean black magic. So when she thinks of toys, Halima goes, toys? Yes, I'm gonna get a doll of you, Raj. I'm gonna get a doll of you, Raj, and I'm gonna put pins in you. I will get a doll of you, Raj, and I will put pins. Yes, pins. Pins in you. Amateur Jaddu Tuna is my life. Yeah, not that type of dolls, not voodoo dolls. Obviously, you know, we're not into that kind of shit around here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, so let me go to the Kirpan. So I've totally been derailed. I can't stay too much longer. But basically, when it comes to poor Rashma's upset with the Jaleel. Rashma, yeah, in India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, there used to be real life Jareeds like Halima. Now there's only one or two. Yeah, I think Halima's like one of them in London, and there's other ones around the UK. So there's not too many. They're not as strong as they were before. But before, there were loads of Jareeds walking around on their broomsticks, bloody riding around doing jadotuna and people chucking black magic on someone, making someone turn into a little frog or another one turn into a goddamn rat. Yeah, like chucking the jadotuna all over the place. Yeah. So Pakistani Spect, Pakistan. That's his new name because Pakistani Spect is funded by Pakistanis and Sunni Muslims. That's it, and a couple of handful of Sikhs who are sellouts. So he will not defend the Shias. He doesn't defend the Sikhs. He doesn't defend his own Christian brothers. The only thing that he defends is his pocket. So whoever's paying that PayPal will get the defense. Otherwise, you're fair game, yeah. And we've seen that, yeah. Raj, they are just doing Raj, they are just doing what you do to Pakistanis. You're getting a taste of your own medicine. Yes. Okay. So what do you think of what do you think of your Pakistani brother doing shit like all right. Where is that bloody thing? I don't know where it is. You know, I've been totally distracted, by that stupid stuff about the Jareel and stuff. I need to get back to the main topic because I'm supposed to be talking about the Kirpan, and I've bloody been distracted. So, what do you think about this then? Now, the reason I've done that is not because, you know, I enjoy making photoshops, because this guy out of the blue started posting stuff about me, and one of them was like this. Look, put my kunda on my turban as a dog. So don't expect me to just sit back here and not put your moon and crescent on when you use the kunda on one of these as a dog. So like I said, I do like for like, but he's actually gone another step further by actually doing this. Posting this stuff up about my elderly mother. Obviously, I've had to blur this face out. And this one. You think I'm going to show the man any sympathy? I won't go for his mother because I'm better than him. I'll follow his prophet more than he does. Yeah. That's what I've realized, yeah. I actually follow your prophets, your prophet Muhammad, more than you do a lot of these guys. Yeah. Read the caption. So I actually follow your prophet more than you guys do, because the way you, the only thing I can think of, the reason why they think my mother is totally fair game, is they see my mother as a kuffar, and so she's not really under the umbrella of what they consider to be, you know, when they say what is it, your mother is the most, what is it, what they probably mama, because this is one of the sayings I actually really appreciate because I think it's true, and that's why I personally don't ever target people's mother. Yeah, that's one thing I don't think I've ever that I can recall doing. And if I have, then you know I'm wrong for doing it. I don't recall doing it. Yeah, look. So this year, oh, it's like Halima that do the jadul tuna on my bloody camera, man. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Yeah. So this is a saying from Prophet Muhammad, which I've always respected. And I think it's one of his great sayings, and it's something that, you know, Muslims should really, really. I don't know what's going on with my camera, man. Like, it's just not like you are focusing. Yeah, paradise lies under the feet of your mother. And let me tell you something, that is true. Your mother gives birth to you, man. Nobody else, yeah, nobody else deserves that respect, yeah, apart from, say, your prophets and stuff like that and your gurus. No one, not your father, no offense to fathers, not your brothers, not your sisters, not your mother, yeah. She is the queen, and I would not disrespect someone else, even though people have attacked. One thing about me, you cannot say I've done. People have attacked my mother mercilessly, and even today, the nasty stuff that he's done, yeah, TYO, I still would never ever stoop to going for his mother, because what has his mother done? Yeah, apart from give birth to that piece of garbage, but that's not her fault that he turned out like that. Yeah. Now to Abu Bilal Maghrabi, yeah, your folder, let me explain something, yeah. What people don't realize, on my computer, I have a lot of folders, yeah. Lots of folders. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, what type of folders? Are those naughty pictures? No. I have folders, yeah, like literally of screenshots, yeah, of people. Like I'm not talking about even about, I mean, you lot probably just think, yeah, that, oh, I'm joking when I say probably going into the hundreds of thousands. Yeah, from dating back from 2 years, just literally, because what I do, like I said before, when I'm sitting, yeah, and I'm like just sitting there like this, yeah, and when I'm drawing, I have this here. Watch this, watch this. See this? It's normally set up like this, yeah, as I'm drawing, and as I'm drawing like this, yeah, I'm just listening to I'm listening to the live stream, and every time someone says something, I just keep on hitting the screenshot, 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 screenshot. So what happens is that I just screenshot everything. I don't wait until, you know, maybe someone might say something. So look, this is just in the last couple of, like, I think it was yesterday. Look, Look, it can't even keep up with how many screenshots here that I've got. Look, I can just keep them going. And what I then do is once I've got all the screenshots, I just download them. And then in the future, when I got a bit of time, I'll just quickly go through them and I'll start to sort out the ones that I've got juicy stuff on this. So sometimes I don't even see stuff until later. Now, Abu Bilal Maghrabi, I'm very interested in who you are now. I don't know why you wanted to go onto my radar because I didn't even really know who you was. But now you're definitely on my radar. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm going to start looking into who you are. I'm going to start looking into exactly why you got my name on your mouth. And I want to understand what this was about. So last night, on the stream, Raspect was playing a live stream. Now, this is where Pakistani spect is so what I call kind of disrespectful. There was a guy playing Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty obviously is a war game, and he was writing in there that the people with guns are going into my home. Yeah, so he was saying they're going into Raj's home, yeah, as they were going into the house. And as they're going in there, they end up killing the occupants of the house. Yeah, and read what Abu Bilal's, because you can see the screenshot here of people getting shot. Read his comment. Woman being shot. Now, he hasn't crossed the line legally. What he's done is done something which probably isn't a wise move, which was to put my mother into a situation and ask a hypothetical question about her being killed. Yeah. What I will do now is I didn't really have no problem with this guy, but I will make sure that the folder I have on you will get full because I don't know who you are yet. But when I start, I think I've got 1 or 2 screenshots about you. I don't really know too much. But after that, I'm going to make it my concerted effort to start to really watch what you say, where you speak, and who you speak to, and what you say. And then once I have enough, let's just say certain things here, I will send a pigeon post to wherever it needs to go. Yeah, pigeon. A pigeon post to wherever you need to go. Now to Fulky FC, yeah, you're in the chat. Now, obviously, your leader, the darkest white supremacist since what's it? That Terrence Bigsby. Remember Terrence Bigsby, whatever his name was? You know that guy that run the KKK, the Dave Chappelle skit where he was blind and he didn't realize that he was goddamn well. He was a black guy leading the KKK. If anyone's not watched that, watch it. It's one of the greatest ever comedy skits. This is what Fulky FC is doing with Raupesh. Yeah, it's just ridiculous that they're bowing down to the white man, to the brown man, listening to him, going salivating of all the words he's saying. If you start writing 14 there, I'll start deleting your messages. You keep on doing it, I'll actually get you out of the thingy. So it's up to you. Yeah, because right now I'm going to actually just time you out. So can you, anyone write 14, time out. If they keep on doing it, I will then actually hide them. So it's up to you guys. You want to play ball? Let's put the user on timeout. Look how much power I have over the white man today. Look at this. The tables have turned. I am now controlling Robert White. And Fulky. All right, so on the naughty step, you know, like your leader, the darkest white supremacist known to mankind. Yeah, I've already done it, but if they keep on writing 14, just keep on timing them out. Yeah, people need to understand the word 14 to me, is not something I want to listen to because I think it can lead to certain things that I do not want to be connected to. No. It's not that I don't time out most people, but the word 14, in my opinion, is like someone saying like somebody who's what is it like somebody a jihadi saying something like I don't know what to equate it with, to be honest with you, but to me it's a problematic symbolism. Yeah. So the same way, if somebody is a jihadi and they're typing something that I think is supporting extremism, then I will tell people to time them out. Yeah. So I'm not having it from both sides, because obviously the Raj is now hated by the far right and the goddamn jihadis as well. All right. So I spent enough time doing that. Yeah. Now what I need to do is to quickly just go over what I was supposed to, which has now been an hour, and I still haven't gone over it. So the other day in Seven Kings, 3 Sikh men were murdered. R.I.P. to the Sikh brothers, my Sikh bras. Yeah, in faith. Very sad. Now, one of the things was that people were trying to equate the killings to the Kirpan, which is a Sikh ceremonial dagger, or the part of the 5Ks. And what people need to understand is that the people that were actually killed were not carrying a Kirpan. They were not baptized Sikhs, and it was nothing to do with Sikhism. Yeah, because when they got killed, one guy was killed with a hammer and the other guy was killed with a knife. Now the Kirpan, yeah, was not used. It was a knife, just a normal knife. Yeah. So the 3 guys, I've forgotten their names. Here's the 3 Sikh brothers. So as you can see, if they were using the Kirpan, they would, I mean, if they were using the Kirpan, they wouldn't look like this. So you can see all 3 of the guys are unbaptized. All 3 of the guys were drinking at the time, and the whole fight was about money and construction, and not about anything to do with religion. Now, when it comes to the Kirpan, I'm going to go into it quickly about what the Kirpan is and why it's something that I believe and I appreciate the government allowing the Sikhs who are baptized. Remember, not all Sikhs wear the Kirpan. I don't wear it. Most Sikhs that I know don't wear it because they're not baptized. It's only the Sikhs that are baptized that are responsible enough to wear it. Yeah. And so you can see here, I mean, the Kirpan, yeah, can be quite small like this. Yeah. When you're wearing it on your daily life. Here's a guy called Jagmeet Singh from Canada, who's actually he's actually the leader of the NDP party, the third largest party, and he's actually a baptized Sikh. And as you can see here across his chest, he's got a strap, and not that kind of strap, which is going to have the Kirpan at the bottom. Yeah. Now I know people are going to probably start saying, "Well, why can Sikhs openly baptized Sikhs openly wear a Kirpan?" And that's a conversation for a different day, because I believe that people can have that. Although I support and I'm happy the government has let us. If someone wants to argue against it, that's okay. The same way I should be able to argue against the burqa. If people want to challenge me on why Sikhs should be allowed to wear it, I don't have no issues in terms of arguing the case. Now, what I do have an issue with is when people are falsely equivalating, the Kirpan, the Kirpan with the attack that happened on Sunday. Now, if you look at Mr. Singh's back in the chat, he's like Mr. Singh's a bit like sometimes like a disease, yeah. Sometimes you think you got rid of the disease, a bit like a flu or maybe like I don't know any kind of filthy disease, and then he'll suddenly pop back here when you think he's gone, yeah, and he's back, yeah. Who's hidden Halima? Can somebody unhide Halima? I enjoy reading her degeneracy, yeah. Now, here's another baptized Sikh who, as you can see, is a baptized Sikh with a Kirpan on his side. Now, one of the things is the Sikhs were allowed to wear the Kirpan and have the Kirpan, And that's something that, I am, I respect and I'm grateful for Sikhs being allowed to do it. And if you look at the crime statistics for stabbings by the Kirpan, uh, Jedi was trying to do a live stream, was doing a live stream, and he typed in attacks. And in the UK, you could only find one attack here. And even one attack's too much here. I agree. But if you think about the responsibility that the Sikhs have been given, and there's only one attack, I think that is still, in my opinion, kind of a miracle. Because I'm going to ask people if any other community was allowed to carry a knife, do you think after 25 or 30 years, there would only have been one attack, which wasn't even fatal in relation to that? I'm being honest with you, there's some communities, I don't want to name names, that I reckon if they were allowed to carry the Kirpan or a sword, there would have been a death every day. So we got to give credit where credit's due, yeah? Got to give credit where Jerry. Look at Russell was saying. Raj, knife is it's a dangerous thing if you don't understand why the Sikhs, yeah, do not. Let me explain something. It's hard for non-Sikhs to understand the way the Sikhs see the Kirpan, because to a non-Sikh, the Kirpan just looks like a dagger, yeah, or just looks like an ordinary knife. But to a Sikh, whether they're baptized or not baptized, the Kirpan is so much more. Yeah, it's something that is a pillar of our faith. It's part of the 5Ks. It's something that I've never in my life, yeah, seen a Sikh, yeah, even if he's a degenerate like Mr. Singh, I've never seen a Sikh carry a Kirpan if they were not what I call responsible enough, or somebody that was baptized. Yeah. So I got to say that it's not something like, even myself, yeah, I could look. Let's just give an example. Yeah, all Sikhs, if they really wanted to, could say, okay, the law allows us to carry the Kirpan, and so we're going to carry it, all of them. But that doesn't happen because the Sikhs know what the Kirpan is. So the only people that do carry them are people that are baptized, what we call Amrit Sak. Yeah. No, I don't, Rashma, because I'm not a baptized Sikh. No baptized Sikh would carry a Kirpan. Even women, yeah. So just so that people understand, the Kirpan, yeah, the Kirpan is something that's not just for men. So what you need to understand when you're talking about baptized Sikhs or Amrit Sak, that includes women, because in Sikhism, it's probably one of the most equal religions when it comes to the sexes. Yeah, obviously, women are not exactly like men. So we're not. I'm not going to say they can do everything a man can do, because that's ludicrous. Or a man can do everything a woman can do, because we can't give birth unless I don't know, something happens in the future. So I understand that. But one thing is, when it comes to the 5Ks, yeah, and Kirpan, have a look at this young lady. So she's carrying the Kirpan as well. So it's something that both men and women do. Yeah. Now most Sikhs, when they're carrying the Kirpan, they when in their everyday life, the Kirpan is going to be relatively small. Yeah, it's going to be something that you can have on your body, and you can't just take it out. Yeah, this is a problem that people don't understand. You cannot just take it out and start doing this. I've never seen a Sikh do that. It's only to be taken out when you have to defend someone. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, in times of defense, you cannot take it out to oppress people. You will not see a Sikh who's like Amritsar going around saying, "Have a look at my Kirpan." It will always be sheathed. It will always be within the case. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the reason why, I'll go over a little bit as to why the Sikhs, yeah, started to wear the Kirpan in the 5Ks, just so I can educate people a little bit. Obviously, I'm not the best person, obviously, but I feel like, people like Mr. Singh and people like Real One, they're just too cowardly to go on the live stream and explain what's going on. So unfortunately, I'm left to do it. Like, if they're too cowardly to defend their faith, I'm going to have to come up and do it. And this is the problem, because people always complain that I'm a bad representation, but these people do not have the guts to do it, because what they are cowards. Yeah. they will side with Adnan Rashid when Adnan Rashid is saying that Guru Tegh Bahadur is a killer. They will side with people like Sir Fazl when they were cussing at Uttam Singh. They will side with TYO, who said that Sikh fathers are drunks and stuff like that, and that's why their daughters get groomed and run off with Pakistani men. They will side with the fake Sarah Garbi Burrell, who is totally disrespecting SAS and Mohan Singh and all that kind of stuff. There was side with Speaker's Corner Skits, who's had a Ban the Burqa webpage, and he's been posting it everywhere. And from my understanding, I don't know if it's true, but I've been told that Mr. Singh was one of the first signatures on there. This is how bad it is. I've heard that Mr. Singh, I mean, that's something I was told. I need to look into it. They go onto a fake account, and him and Real One have signed it, so the numbers will go up. And this is the level of madness that we're dealing with certain people within our own faith. Because one thing I give to Muslims is that when it comes to their faith and their prophet, whether they hate each other or like each other, and when it comes to the Quran and stuff like that, even if they hate each other, they will unite in the greater good of defending the honor of their religion. Whereas with the so-called Sikhs here, they will side with their enemies just because they dislike me, because their Mr. Singh and Real Ones, their love for their hate for me is greater than their love for their guru or their religion. And it's sad to see. I'm not going to lie, it's very sad to see. But what can you do? It happens. We always have traitors in your midst. Even during the Sikh Empire, there was lots of traitors in there that backstabbed the Sikhs and people like that. I would love to see Mr. Singh do a genealogy test to see if he's descendants were some of the people that backstabbed Maharaja Ranjit Singh in the Sikh Empire, because it'd be interesting. Now, like I said, when you're on your everyday life, the Kirpan is small. I don't wear it. So, but if you're having religious ceremonies, then you will see the big Kirpans like this. Yeah. Yeah. So on there you can see that, and so they have got the big Kirpans, and some of the things is that let me just double check something. Let me just give you a bit of information about why the Sikhs wear it, because it might seem a little bit strange to people from the outside. Like, why are Sikhs carrying around a kirpan, or what they might consider to be a dagger? Now, a couple of, I think 2 years ago, this incident happened in Birmingham. And you can see here, there's a kirpan, but it's actually totally in its sheath. It's actually got a what I call a tagga, or a kind of a piece of cloth around it, so you can't just pull it out. And this guy was pulled up and was about to be, I think he was arrested for carrying a weapon. But obviously he's a Sikh from a black background or African background. And so my Sikh brother was arrested and then or kind of told to kind of like, why are you carrying it? And so I think that was kind of a bit more to do with a racial stereotype, in my opinion, because I reckon I've seen Sikhs walk around who are Asian that are don't really get stopped. So why he got stopped, is it because he's black, or was it because he was a Kirpan? It's a kind of a grey area, but it is concerning that Sikh thing. Now, one of the things is the Kirpan, is not just a knife. It's part of what the Sikhs call the 5 Ks. And so the 5 Ks, as you can see from this picture here, so if you look at the top one, it says Kesh. Kesh means hair. So you've got to keep your hair long. The Kanga, which is that one there, is like a little comb to keep your hair tidy. The Kara is what you see most Sikhs wearing, even if they're not baptized. The Kirpan, as you can see here, is the number 4. And the Kashara is an undergarment that you wear. Yeah. So all 5 of them are very important to a Amrit Chak or baptized Sikh. The one that you will see nearly all Sikhs wearing is the Kara. Yeah, that is standard, but they won't. A lot of Sikhs do not wear all the rest unless they get baptized. Yeah. Um, and there's another version of it, so you can actually see it a bit better. You can see that's a little comb, and the hair, the gears. Yeah. Now, the reason for the Kirpan um, being introduced is kind of it's kind of like probably going to kind of annoy a few people. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. They're going to get a little bit annoyed. I will kind of look here. I'm going to just kind of just go through, um, the history of it, and I'm going to read a bit from Wikipedia because the thing is, I don't want to people say, well, you said this, and so it was my personal opinion. I'm going to read from sources so people can kind of see, because I know I don't want to say anything that people can then misconstrue that I'm trying to demonize Muslims or I'm trying to do this or I'm trying to do that. Yeah. So the history, yeah, and this is from the sources on Wikipedia, and if there's any problems, I'll try and figure out if there is, but I'll read it first time I've read it. Sikhism was founded in the 15th century. Remember, this is Wikipedia, in the Punjab region of medieval India. At the time of its founding, this culture-rich region had been conquered by the Mughal Empire. Yeah. During this time, yeah, of the founder of the Sikh faith and its first Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Sikhism flourished as a counter to both prevalent Hindu and Muslim teachings. The Mughal Emperor Akbar was so some of the Mughal emperors were actually relatively tolerant. Yeah, so at some point was relatively tolerant to non-Islamic religions and focused on religious tolerance. So big up to him. His relation with the Sikh gurus was cordial. Yeah. But the relationships between the Sikhs and Akbar's successor, Jahangir, was not friendly. Later Mughal rulers reinstated Sharia traditions of jizya. I ain't paying that bullshit jizya, man. A poll tax on non-Muslims and encouraged conversions. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the fifth Guru, refused to remove references of Muslim and Hindu teachers in the Adi Granth and was summoned and executed. The incident is seen as a turning point in Sikh history, leading to the first instance of militarization of Sikhs under Guru Arjan Dev Ji's son, Guru Hargobind. So the Guru Arjan Dev Ji was executed, and his son, Guru Hargobind Singh Ji, the sixth Guru, would then start to militarize the Sikhs. As you know, there's no point being just a saint. You've got to be a soldier as well, because you're just going to be weak in terms of trying to defend yourself. Guru Arjan Dev Ji explained to the five Sikhs who accompanied him to Lahore that Guru Hargobind, has to build a defensive army. Remember the word defensive army, to protect the people. Yeah. So Guru Hargobind trained in Shastra Vidya, a form of martial arts, and that became prevalent among the Sikhs. He first conceptualized the idea of the Kirpan through the notion of Sant Sipahi, which means saint soldier. Yeah, Sant Sipahi means saint soldier. So we believe in the concept of a saint soldier. There's no point. Being a saint is good, but when the shit hits the fan, what are you going to do? Yeah. Being a soldier is good, but if you're not a saint, what are you going to do during peacetime? Yeah. So you need both. Yeah. That's what I need to learn as well. I'm more of a soldier at the moment. The relationship between the Sikhs and the Mughals further deteriorated following the execution of the ninth Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, by Aurangzeb. Yeah. He was highly intolerant of Sikhs, and he was also highly intolerant of Shias. He killed loads of Shias as well, yeah. And he actually hated Sufis as well. He actually killed his own father. Imprisoned his own father and killed his own brother. He was more of a Sufi, partially driven by his desire to impose Islamic law. Yeah, we ain't having that Islamic law in the Punjab under our watch. Yeah. Following the executions of their leaders and facing increasing persecutions, the Sikhs officially adopted militarization for self-protection by creating the Khalsa. Yeah, so the Khalsa is the pure. So when you see Sikhs that are dressed in blue and they got the turbans, let me just show a picture for God's sakes. Yeah. So when you're talking about the Khalsa, you're talking about the pure, the people that are to defend the weak. Yeah. And so this is the Khalsa. Yeah. Obviously, they're older, but you'll have younger people. Yeah. I hope people are learning a bit today. Are you learning? For the Khalsa. And so the Khalsa was formed as a way to defend the weak and the innocent from the evil Mughals. The executions also prompted formalization of various aspects of the Sikh faith. Yeah, the 10th and final Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, yeah, formerly included the Kirpan, yeah, including the other four parts of the 5Ks, as a mandatory, remember the word mandatory, article of faith. And remember this for all baptized Sikhs, not all Sikhs, but baptized Sikhs. So when you're thinking about, oh, do I wear a kirpan? I'm not baptized. Yeah, my brother is and my mother is. Yeah. And my older sister is, but half of my family is, half of my family isn't. So the ones that are carry the kirpan, and the other ones that don't. Yeah. Making it a duty for Sikhs to be able to defend the needy, suppressed ones, to defend righteousness and the freedom of expression. Yeah. You don't use it for persecution or to do criminal activity or to do whatever. It's to defend the weak. Yeah. I'm just going to go over a little bit of the places where it's actually legal and where it's not. The kirpan, yeah, is a small sword or a dagger carried by the Sikhs. This is once again from Wikipedia. Is also part of a religious commandment given by the Guru Gobind Singh Ji in 1699. That was the birth of the Khalsa in 1699, in which he demanded that Sikhs must wear the 5 articles of faith, the 5Ks at all times, the Kirpan being one of the 5Ks. So also women must wear it. Yeah, it's not something that, men have one rule and the women have another. The women have to wear it as well because the women need to be able to defend themselves too. So as you can see, there's a female. Yeah. So the females must wear it as well. It's compulsory if you've got a baptized Sikh. The Punjabi word kirpan has 2 roots. Kirpa meaning mercy, grace, compassion, or kindness, and kirpana, ana meaning honor, grace, or dignity. Sikhs are expected to embody the qualities of Sant Sapai. Yeah, Sant Sapai, once again, being saint soldier. Very important. I am right now not a saint, but kind of a soldier. And I need to balance the two, hopefully soon. And then we'll see. But I'll be honest with you, once I get to that point, I won't be going speaker's corner. So this is the problem. Like if I become a Sant Sapai in terms of like being a saint soldier, I'd stop going speaker's corner because I wouldn't be going there if I was truly a Sant Sapai. I would leave that place because it's not productive in terms of in a lot of ways. But I do enjoy arguing. Yes, I've said it. I love it. With the courage to defend the rights of all who are wrongfully oppressed or persecuted, irrespective of their color, caste, or creed. Yeah, but kirpans are curved and have a single cutting edge that may be either blunt or sharp. They are often 3 inches, yeah, to around 9 inches, and must be made of steel or iron. Now, this is actually, I'm pretty sure it's steel. The problem is, what happens in India when they're making the kirpans or the kare, they use like a mixture of metals. So some of the kirpans that I've seen literally are so weak that if you was to hit something, they crack in half. So you can see this. Yeah, this is actually steel. It could be iron. I can't remember which one. It's probably iron actually. So you can see how tough it is. Yeah, that's my kara. Yeah, I've got another smaller one that I'll wear at all times. But uh, now, Mr. Singh, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. Let me. He's trying to do. This is how disgusting. Look at Mr. Singh's comment. Yeah, we're talking about Sikhism. I'm trying to educate people about the 5Ks. Yeah, and all he can do is talk about my mum being from a Ugandan background. Yeah, or being went to Uganda for 14 years, and this is the what I believe to be um, one of the saddest kind of aspects of this YouTube thing, that these so-called Sikhs who think they're righteous and calling himself Mr. Singh is doesn't even allow another Sikh to teach something that is actually quite productive for people to know because of his jealousy for me. Remember, Mr. Singh, yeah, just to clarify, is a failed artist, yeah. And I understand you. When you're a failed artist, it does hurt. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because especially when you see other artists and their work, yeah, is kind of being exhibited and they're being flown out to America, they're being exhibited in Canada like me. I've got books, I've had people on my magazine, I've had my drawings on magazines, I've had my thingy, I've been invited to Parliament, to City Hall. I've even had my artwork in Canada, which was Art of Punjab, yeah, one of the great Sikh artists. So when you're seeing that, you're gonna really see jealousy, yeah. And it's sad because one of the things about Sikhism is like there is this kind of like fight to that you have to fight your inner demons, yeah, like the kind of things like your ego, your anger, your lust, and one of them definitely is one of the worst traits to ever have, yeah. And this is just something that is across the board, is jealousy. Because the problem with jealousy, in my opinion, is that it's probably, if you was to rank it, I would actually say it's one of the worst destructive forces uh, to men or to human beings. Yeah, not just Mr. Singh, but I'm talking about just generally. Yeah, um, that these people, because of their jealousy, they can't even allow a Sikh to educate non-Sikhs without abusing them because of how much jealousy they have for that individual. And it is jealousy. Take no two ways about it. If I think I know who Mr. Singh is, and I'm going to say to Mr. Singh, and I'm trying to be constructive, your artwork isn't very good. And when it's not very good, yeah, you're gonna look at other artists that are much better than you, yeah, and you're gonna feel hurt. What you need to do is to do what I do. When I see artists, and there's lots of them are much better than me, I look at them and I say, I'm gonna strive to get to their stage. I don't sit there crying and calling people that, the other artists, saying they're shit or they're a con artist or they're this or they're that. I try and better myself, and that's what I'm continuously doing. And this is why, yeah, this is why, being an artist, yeah, being an artist is a very, very, very difficult profession, because it's also subjective, yeah. But there is a if you're talking about technical abilities, forget about the artwork. Technical abilities, Mr. Singh's not that good. Technically, yeah, I could probably beat him when I was like 14. And I'm not even joking, because if you saw the way I could draw when I was 14, you'll be shocked. Like, you'll be like, damn. Like, even when I was a 14-year-old, I could draw better than him. There's no doubt about it. If he's the person I think he is, yeah. And you're not going to get recognized if you're just mediocre like that. You've got to push yourself. Like, I have made a lot of leeway into the Sikh artwork, yeah. But that's more to do with a religious theme. Now, when it comes to making it mainstream, even artwork like that, yeah, and artwork like that isn't good enough. Like, even that's not good enough. That's not good enough. None of those are good enough. That can't get you into the mainstream. That is like, even though you might think, wow, that's pretty goddamn crazy, man. Like, that's not good. That's not good enough, because if you see the artists that are really successful, their stuff is on a next level of madness. And for me personally, um, I know I'm not at that stage, so I'm not arrogant enough to say I am. That's why when people critique me, I'm pretty like, okay, fair enough, man. Tell me where I need to better myself. Tell me when I need to, improve, because I want to become good enough. But with people like Mr. Singh and stuff, their jealousy is going to destroy them. Yeah, and it's going to be. I hope him well, actually. I hope one day, me and him can kind of like have a competition on the artwork, and he might be able to one day even try and give me a run for my money. But right now, I'll crush him without even trying, and that's sad. That's sad, because he just hasn't even got um, the basic to even step to me, let alone beat me. So I at least need a bit of opposition in order to kind of like deal with somebody. So yeah, I think I've kind of gone through what I need to. I don't want to get to go too negative, but I'll just go through the laws of certain places. Yeah. So just in England and Wales, this is the actual law in relation to the Kirpan. As a bladed article, possession of a Kirpan without a valid reason in a public place would be illegal under Section 139 of the Criminal Justice Act 1988. However, there is a specific defense for a person to prove that he carries it for a religious reason. There is an identical defense to the similar offense, Section 1398 A, which relates to carrying bladed articles on school grounds. The official list of prohibited items as a London 2012 Summer Olympics venues prohibited all kinds of weapons, but explicitly allowed the Kirpan. On 11th of September 2016, was and Kirpans had been going on. How it is, was it? Yeah, all right. So Scotland, civil visitors under Scotland, United. All right, so India, Denmark, Canada, Belgium. Canada is the most one. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've kept it as much as I could. So I appreciate people listening. Hopefully you've learned a bit and you know a bit more about the Kirpan. Like I said, to TYO, when you start putting stuff like that up in the back chat, when you start putting stuff like this up, and you start for no goddamn reason, remember I didn't start this, you then start doing this for some reason, for no reason, yeah, put a khanda on me as a dog. Why did you put the khanda on there if you love Sikhs? I didn't do anything about your moon and crescent and stuff. So in response to that, I'm not going to go for TYO's mother because I'm better than him. I'm more, I follow his prophet more than he does, yeah, because his prophet says heaven lies at the feet of your mother. So I'm not going to go for his mother, but I will do, hold on. I will do this, yeah, I will do this. And everybody, I might actually make this as my screen, you know, my avatar. I might actually make this as my avatar. I might actually change it today. Oh God, what the hell was that? Oh, that was that bloody. Someone said it to me that was somebody. Look. And I will continue making them because this degenerate, yeah, needs to be taught a lesson that, you know, you can't start doing this shit. I didn't provoke him on that. He started freaking gunning for me for no goddamn reason. And so I will make more, and they will become more and more savage the more if he does any more. And I'll get real savage if I need to. Obviously, I won't ever go for his family or anything, but trust me, there's a lot of ways to become savage with someone without having to go for the family. Because I'm better than him when it comes to you know, when it comes to following his own religion. Now, I actually do want to do one thing. So, to Mad Dunya is in the chat, yeah. Mad Dunya, your Charel, yeah. Your Charel Halima, you know what Charel is? Your Charel Halima. What's that bloody thing? Your Charel Halima. There she is. Here's your Charel. Here's Halima. Let me say something. I found a picture of Halima in real life, yeah. Mad Dunya. Now, I don't normally release photos of females because I don't want to go down that route. Like, she's been real nasty to me. And so, here she is.
Raj, Raj, Raj. I'm gonna.
A Churel is a witch. Churel is witch in Punjabi.
Raj, Raj, I'm gonna get you, Raj. I'm gonna get you for the sake of Pakistan. I'm gonna get you, Raj. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Raj.
So that's a Lima, the Churel. If you want to know what Churel is, that's it. A witch. Yeah, she's a Churel of Pakistan. Yeah, the number one Pakistani Churel. No doubt about it. Anyway, I think I want to keep it short because I think I've covered everything. Hopefully, people have learned. Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything, Sophia, about the Kirpan? Let me see if did anyone learn anything about why the Sikhs carry the Kirpan? Why it's so important to the Sikhs? Did anyone learn anything? Did anyone learn anything? Tell me yes or no before I go. Well, let me read I'll read a couple of comments before I go. Actually, this can be like 2 minutes. Let me just double check. So, great Raj, within the Sikh religion, we have the Hung Sings on 24/7. Yeah, Uganda. Yeah, the Ugandan Sikhs that I know in Birmingham, trust me, man, they're not they're not gonna like the stuff that Mr. Singh has been cussing about Ugandans. I'm gonna tell you that straight now, man. Some of them are. Let's just say they're not the most quiet people. Mad Dunya wants to become Sikh. All right, so to Mad Dunya, yeah. Sophia Lewis knew it anyway. Of course, she's a Miss Know It All. No, I don't wear the kirpan because, like I said, rewind it. Yeah. Can you rewind it? The 3 guys were killed because of a payment issue with construction. It was nothing to do with Sikhism. It was nothing to do with kirpan. One of the guys was killed with a hammer. Yeah. And in all communities, we have bullshit like that. Yeah, where things spiral out of control and people are being killed. That had nothing to do with the Sikh faith. Yeah. So anyone trying to conflate the two. Now, let me just double check something here. Good one. Yeah, there's also a hammer involved. There's a hammer involved as well. Somebody had their head smashed over with a hammer, and it was in relation to a. Guess who's in the chat? Let me say something. Yeah, to Mad Dunya. Yeah, what you did. Yeah, my Shia's there. Yeah, this is not me shit stirring now. Let me say something. This is not me shit stirring, but what you did, Mad Dunya, to the Shias, yeah, religious procession was a disgrace. What you did, yeah, to that, in my opinion, you should be pulled up by the police. What you did was to go to another community's religious procession and mock and take the piss out of them when you're filming. Yeah, you're saying Zuljana, Zuljana, Zuljana. Look at Zuljana. There was a horse, Zuljana, laughing your head off. Yeah. Now this is the problem with Sunni Muslims. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the problem with Sunni Muslims I've seen all my life. They think they can go to another group's procession and take the piss out of it, but nothing should happen to them. Now, just to imagine, yeah, a Shia going to a Sunni event, filming and taking the piss out what the Sunnis were doing, then uploading it. What do you think would happen? Imagine a Sikh doing that to a Sunni event. There were women and children there, dude. Like, it wasn't just like it was men, women and children, and you was pretending to be friendly, but in reality, you hate these people. And on top of that, not only do you hate them, you sing a song that calls for the death of Shias. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah. I reckon the Shias, yeah, you should get that evidence and send it to the police. Yeah, because I personally believe people like Mad Dunya and certain individuals, yeah, are actually a danger to Shias. And I'm being honest with you because their hatred for them is more than I've seen for any other group. So when you're going to a function where you got kids, women, and men, yeah, and you have an individual like Mad Dunya who hates Shias and sings songs about ripping out their tongues to the police, yeah, in my opinion, the Shias should report that video to the police and say that this guy, yeah, is a danger to the community, and you should circulate his face around the Shia community so that if he ever turns up again, they can be cautious about who this guy is and what he is doing there. Yeah. No, it's disgraceful that this guy thought that he could just do that, yeah, and like no one's really called him out. I haven't seen anyone call him out from the Sunnis. I've not heard. I'm not. Imagine what would happen if it, the table was turned. One last thing again, yeah. I'm gonna reiterate about the Quran and Ash. Ash, you know, I speak to Ash. I think he's a good guy, but in my opinion, as someone from a religious faith, you shouldn't have done what you did. Yeah, you shouldn't have done what you did. Now, I didn't say rushed. I said they should know who you are, so the next time you come to do that shit, they can be cautious and know not to interact with you, or maybe call the police on you. Yeah, because if you did that to a Sikh event, let me tell you something, Black Man Dunya. If you went up to one of our Nagar Kirtans and you did that, I'm not even saying like what do you think will happen, because the Sikhs are not the most. We do have a bit of a temper as well, yeah. So if you think, I'll big up to Rashma. See, this is why Rashma is a great Muslim lady, a great representation for her faith. Rashma Akhtar does more dawah than you guys ever do. Do you know why? Because when we talk to Rashma Akhtar, her mannerisms, the way she is, she's so lovely. And no, when you look at her and you think she's, you know, when she's wearing the hijab, she does dawah, yeah, just by her actions, because of how good she is. What you guys do, yeah, what you do is anti-dawah. So all the good work that Rashma does, yeah, and certain other Muslims, because a lot of Muslims that speak as Kuna that are very good people, and then what happens? You have people like Mad Dunya and all of these people doing bad things, and all people see is the bad stuff. But off camera, there's a lot of good Muslims that are walking around just with their mannerisms, yeah, with the way they act and their behavior. They're very good at doing dawah through their politeness, yeah. And I know a lot of Muslim brothers there that do that. And Rashma Akhtar is also somebody through her actions. So a big up to Rashma Akhtar. When you're going speakers corner, you're doing your own form of dawah. Yeah, you're not preaching, but your manners and how lovely you are. You know, people see you and they go, "Oh, this is what Islam has taught her." So, yeah, this is what Islam has taught her. Yeah, yeah. So when I see her, I'm like, "Look, she's got a hijab. She's a Muslim lady. Look how lovely she is. Islam can't be that bad." Then I meet Mad Dunya, or I meet Adnan Rashid, or I meet one of these people, then I have to start reassessing. So the good work she does, yes, I meet Rashma Akhtar. I think, oh my God, what a lovely human being. Look what Islam has taught her. Look at how she's behaving. You know, Islam must be amazing. Look how she's behaving. Yeah. Then I meet her. 10 minutes later, I meet someone like Mad Dunya. All the dawah that she did through her good behavior, straight away, it's just diminished. So, but God will reward you, Rashma, for your good work. Yeah. God will reward you for what you're doing for your community. Yeah. You are doing a good job. You're doing more than anybody else that I've seen. A lot of other people at the park that just go on camera talking and shouting and stuff like that, like me. But I'm not there to do dawah for my own religion anyway. So, uh, yeah, no. Let me say something, Rashma. Don't say that, because let me say that I'm a bad representation of Sikhs. Yeah? So I'm not going to even concede to say that, because for me, I actually think, yeah, I am quite problematic. Like there's certain things about me that isn't good. I do say things and do things that are bad. Yeah, so I don't put me in that category. I appreciate it, but just keep on doing what you're doing. I think what you're doing is a very important, and hopefully your Muslim brothers uh, learn from Rashma Akhtar on how to behave and how to show Muslims in a good light. Yeah, because she's doing more dawah than you do. Yeah, so big up to her, man. Anyway. I don't agree with that, Al Bahith. I don't agree with that. So I don't agree. I don't know. Did he say that? Uh, I wouldn't say if they lacked faith. I would say if they become like Manny Cinder, more of an agnostic. See, Manny Cinder is a cultural Sikh. Yeah, he's admitted it. He's not really a thingy. He's more of an agnostic. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, that's his opinion. Like me, in the same way. Yeah, I don't believe that anyway. I'll have to read it, but the same way that Raindrop can have his own opinions, I'm not going to start fighting with him. We just discuss stuff. We can still talk. This is the difference. We're not going to start killing each other because he has a different form of opinion. Yeah, if that's his opinion, which I don't believe it is anyway. If it is, yeah, just say it. Well, just for argument's sake, if it was, then whatever, man, whatever. Yeah, I don't believe that was the. Al Bahith a good guy as well. See, another good. See, look at Al Bahith. Yeah, when I see him in the comments, like he's doing his own form of dawah, yeah. Because when I see his comments and he's condemning his Muslim brothers when they're behaving badly, he's doing this, he's being fair. To me, that's a form of dawah because I'm seeing a character who is fair. Then you see people like Al Kaka, Al Abu Bala, Magari, and all of these people think they're on the right path. But what they are is they're doing anti-dawah every time they speak. Every time they speak, they're actually doing a disservice to their deen. Every time. And all the good work that people like Al Bahaf, people like, Raza, people like Rashma are doing in the chat, trying to be polite, good mannered, is all being undone every time I'm reading, reading their comments because their comments are total filth. Yeah. Then I start questioning, is it because of their religion or because they're bad people? And luckily, because I've got people like Rashma, people like Raza, people like, that Balaif guy, that, I have to say, it's probably to do with their bad character, they're bad people. Yeah. So doesn't matter what religion they go under. I reckon some of these people, even if they were Sikh, Buddhist, whatever, people like Al Kaka, this other guy, Abu Bakr, would just be terrible Sikhs, terrible Buddhists, terrible Hindus, terrible Christians, terrible Smurfs, terrible Jedi's, terrible God. When I don't mean Jedi like that, like they'll probably turn to the dark side in the Jedi Order and become Siths. Yeah, that's just the way they are. So they'll go in. Al Kaka and this other guy, Abu Bilal thingy, they're type of people that if they're on their Jedi Order, like the Jedi's in Star Wars, they will go to the Jedi Order, and within a day they'll be radicalized by the Emperor, or somebody undercover, and they'll go to the Sith, and become like dark Siths, and they'll end up freaking or doing whatever these Siths do to the other group. So that's just the way they are, man. What can we do? You have those type of people. They're known as Gawaris, from my understanding. Yeah. They're actually Gawarij. Oh, we got TR News, man. Why are you not modded TR News? Better double check what happened there, man. So with them guys, I definitely think they're like Gawarij mentality. Gawarij means this deviant sect that is very, very extreme in their viewpoints, to the point that all they do is pray. A Gawarij is basically, when you see these religious people, and a Gawarij is an Islamic term, but when I read up about it, it can actually apply to all religions. Yeah, it would actually apply to all religions because a Khawarij is a group of people that Prophet Muhammad condemned that were overzealous. So when I say you have to be a middle lane, like you can go too extreme or too liberal, you're going to be in the middle. These guys are people that like Abu Bilal and Al Kaka and all of these people are mad dunya. They're the Khawarij of today because what they are is that they're constantly going on about which way to pray, which way to do this, how you do that, don't eat cake, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't cut your nails like this, don't bloody well polish your nails like that, don't wear nail polish, don't do. So everything is about the little things. And what they are is that when they're praying and stuff, they're not really even, all they are just repeating. They're not even really praying. What they're doing is rituals. because they want to look good. So they're not. There's no point praying if all you're doing is sitting there to do a ritual because you think that's what you got to do and to make yourself look good. And these are the type of guys these guys are. Yeah, they're just all for show, and we have them in all religions, though. Trust me, in all religions we have that. And but I've seen more within the Islamic faith because there's something about certain aspects of it that you could take to extreme. And Abu Bilal and these guys and Abu Bilal, do you know what? Yeah, I don't know why you wanted to get yourself onto my kind of like radar because I didn't even know who you was, and now I want to know who you are. And when I want to know who you are, I'm very nosy. Very nosy. Trust me, I'm very nosy. I'm really interested who Abu Bilal is, who was posting up comments about, is that my mother being shot in the kitchen when a Call of Duty game was going on? Like, and obviously I got the screenshot to prove it. So I'm very interested now in who Abu Bilal is. Who is he? I hope you don't have connections to Bob, M Stacks, Abu Talha, Taweed. Let's see. I want to see who he hangs around with. Who is this guy? Who is his sources? Who are the people that he talks to? Who are the people that he associates with? Yeah. And then once I get all my information, obviously the pigeon will be sent. The pigeon will be sent. Yeah, don't worry, Abu Bilal. If you got nothing to hide, I got nothing to hide anyway. If you got nothing to hide, you'll be fine. I don't know why you wanted to get onto my bad books for no goddamn reason. I didn't even know who you was until yesterday, the day before, and now I want to know exactly who you are because of obviously when I saw this, and I was like, all right. So have a look at this is what was going on in Raspik show. So anyone that thinks Raspik is thingy, look at this. Yeah, this is what was going on the live stream. Yeah, it reads here. This guy was playing a game, and he goes, this is how the police is gonna raid Raj's house when they catch him on CCTV carrying a Kirpan, yeah? And so Respect is just literally letting it play out. And in the kitchen, they shoot this family, yeah? And listen to Abu Bilal's comment about it. Look at the question he's asking. Yeah? Was that Raj's mum who got egged up in the kitchen? Yeah, I might actually order a burqa then. Why not? If you're going to order Kirpan Shaykhan, I might actually order a burqa. Let's see. Let's see. I'll wait until you actually order it because I don't want to escalate things. Because obviously I'm making my I'm in response to what's it called Speakers Corner Skits making a what's it called a petition to ban the Kirpan. I'm going to make one to ban the burqa until he removes it. So it's up to you. Look, you might want to just talk to him and say, look, for the sake of Raj not putting this website up, can you please take it down so we can have a bit of a truce? Otherwise, I'm going to put it up. Yeah. Oh, I'll think you up. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm not going to do it first. I'm going to wait for them to do it, and then I will do what I need to do. For at the moment, I'm not going to do anything unless they do it. Yeah. So firstly, when it comes to Speakers Corner Skits, he's already put up a actual ban the Kirpan page, and he was spamming it on thingy, and so I will be making my own one in order to thingy. Let me just try and find it if I can before I go. So in response, I will make my own one, and obviously, I'm not that. All right, here it is. So this is this it. So here's his thingy. As you can see, that's the web page for his band, the Kirpan, and he's writing about Raj, stop threatening Speaker's Corner, Raj, talking about that I'm carrying a knife and that is dangerous and people are killing people. How many more stabbings we have now? Yeah, so he's talking about stabbings, and even though the stabbing was nothing to do with the Kirpan, yeah. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that thingy because he's already put it up like this, and people are spamming it. Speaker's Corner Skits has done this. So what I would do in response is I'm going to make one called Ban the Burqa. When he puts this one down, I will put the one down of Ban the Burqa. I'm not going to put it down until he puts it down. And if people want to sign it, that's up to them. But you gotta tell your Speaker's Corner Skit to take that one down. Otherwise, I will be doing a retaliatory one by the weekend. Yeah. Now, when it comes to what we call Shake One, if he buys a Kirpan, that's cool. If he wants to do that, then what I would do is let's look at Burkas. See if I can buy one from Amazon. Okay. So what I would do. Once he puts the video up, if he puts a video up of him buying a Kirpan, what I would do is to actually go to Amazon and I will buy a burqa because they're actually on it. I don't want to show it because I don't want to thingy. But as you can see, yeah. So I'll buy the burqa. So obviously, hopefully he's joking. Hopefully he's joking because then if I buy the burqa, people are going to get angry. They're going to get pissed off. They're going to say, why did you do it? Then I'm going to have to explain that Sheikh One was the one that did it. Because in their religion, they say, don't mock other religions. And when you mock other religions, and the other religion will mock you back. So then I will use their own religion against them because they were mocking my religion. So then what I have to do is to mock theirs back. So we'll see whether they're going to follow their own faith because, already they go against a lot of the basic tenets. Including how to treat mothers, heaven is at the feet of the mothers, unless it's the kuffar's mothers. That's what I've kind of figured out now. Heaven is at the feet of your mother, unless you're a kuffar. Yeah. Just double check now. I need to shut it off now anyway. Let me just check something. All right, I need to go anyway. So I hope people will kind of just advise their Muslim brothers that if they're gonna go down the route of buying Qur'ans and mocking and stuff like that, then I'm gonna have to buy the burqa. It's just nothing I can do about it. I don't want to do it, but I would do it just because I have to. If they keep the website up about banning the Qur'an and people are supporting it by kind of bigging up Speaker's Corner Skits and allowing him to spam it, I will be making my own ban the burqa, and until he takes it down, I will leave it up. Yeah. So what can we say? Anyway, I'm off anyway. I'll mod you. Yeah, just talk to him, Rashma. I don't want to do it, Rashma. You're just think about what he's doing. He's doing stuff to me, so I'm going to do something about it. So just speak to him, reason with him. Actually, let me tell you something. I've got a feeling, and I don't want to say too much, but I actually think Speaker's Corner Skits, might be I'm an Indian. Now, the reason I'm starting to think I'm an Indian is just some of the stuff he's been saying recently just sounds like I'm an Indian. And I don't want to say it is 100%. I don't want to say 100%, but it kind of, some of the stuff he said, I was like, that sounds like I'm an Indian. Like, big up to Sonia. He gay Raj. Yeah. So for me, he said a few things the other day. I don't want to say too much, Rashma, but I think I'm not saying it is, but I had one or two things he said, One of the things that he has done in the past, he's very anti the Kirpan. In fact, one of the first times that I saw I'm an Indian is in a video from 3 years ago when he was actually a Humans First, which was he was heckling by Jugraj Singh and saying that Kirpan is a dangerous subject, people are killing each other. And this Speaker's Corner skits has an obsession with the Kirpan as well. Also, Speaker's Corner skits says he goes Speaker's Corner, yeah? Goes to Speaker's Corner, yeah? Also, he has also said, I have had so much body modification. And yeah, so he also said body modification. The only person that says that is I'm an Indian. Now, I've had my suspicions for like 6 months. I did have my suspicions because he kept on saying, I'm at Speaker's Corner and that I'm next to you. I've been there for 3 years. I've seen you since you've been there. On top of that, he says stuff about body modification that I've only heard Humans First or I'm an Indian. He's very against it. Oh, you was there on Sunday? Abu Bilal Maghrabi. Okay. I'll look through the video. Let me get a screenshot of your face. Let me see who you are. And we'll make some inquiries. So with I'm an Indian, also he says that I've seen him comment sometimes that he's going into Speaker's Corner, and then I see I'm an Indian there. I'm not saying it's him, but he's one of the potentials within the list that I had. There's around 5 people that I think it might be. He's one of them. So there's 4 others that I don't want to disclose though. I've thought to myself, yeah, that guy might be I'm an Indian. Oh, she wants look at that, yeah. Rashma Akhtar, yeah, is like some gangster. She goes, Raj, if it is him, if it is, then I have to chat to him because I have my reasons. Yeah. God, she's gonna get him. I'm not saying it is for definite though. I'm not saying it's in for definite. So don't go too hard. I'm just saying it's one of my people that he said stuff like Speaker's Corner skits, and that it might be him. Anyway, I better shoot anyway. It's been over the 2-hour mark. Thank you anyway, and yeah, big up, big up.